Today, we journey into the heart of Maasai Mara, Africa's untamed jewel, where each second is defined by an unforgiving struggle for survival. Morning here offers only a brief glimpse of beauty before predator and prey are forced back into the eternal rhythm of life and death, where even the smallest mistake can prove fatal. As dawn's first light cuts through the fading mist, the vast savanna stirs awake. The Mara River snakes through this wilderness, a lifeline for countless animals, yet equally a stage of danger, where giant Nile crocodiles lie hidden in silence. Beneath the shimmering surface they wait, motionless and cold-blooded, ready to strike with terrifying speed the moment vulnerability appears, dragging the reckless deep into their watery grave dot in the distance. Massive herds of wildebeest edge toward the riverbanks. Adults step carefully, fully aware of the constant threat, while the young wander innocently, blind to the predators nearby. One panicked misstep could throw the herd into chaos, turning them into easy prey for those watching. Upon a high rock, a dominant lion surveys the grasslands, his golden eyes piercing across the endless plain. Yet even the king of beasts cannot relax, for danger lurks in the tall grass. A pack of African wild dogs, masters of teamwork and ruthless strategy, move with silent precision. Against them, even lions must show caution. Here in the Mara, the margin between life and death is razor thin. As the sun climbs higher, the savanna burns with intensity, and survival becomes the single law. The struggle continues endlessly, sparing no weakling, every animal, predator, or prey, locked in the perpetual cycle of existence. Suddenly, silence spreads across the plains, broken only by the rustle of dry grass swaying in the wind. A lion pride emerges, their eyes fixed on the distant herds. Gaze of hunger have sharpened their instincts. Hesitation is no longer an option. Cubs cling to their mothers, whimpering softly, while the seasoned hunters advance with deadly intent. Across the open fields, zebras and antelopes maintain their careful march, constantly on guard, ears twitching at every sound. Yet not far away, a small group of warthogs digs carelessly for food, separated, unprotected, and dangerously exposed. The lionesses take the lead, bodies pressed low, using the tall grass as their shield. Every move is calculated, each step deliberate, soundless, unseen. If their presence is noticed too soon, the chase will end before it begins. Closing in with quiet patience, they prepare to strike once the distance is theirs. The hunters strike, and in a sudden burst, a lion lunges forward, sending the warthogs scattering in a frenzy. The earth shakes beneath their tiny hooves as they sprint wildly, clouds of dust rising in their desperate flight. Instantly, the pride falls into motion, weaving through trees and brush, sealing off every escape route, driving the prey exactly where they want. The warthogs veer sharply, trying to slip free, but the lions have already read their every move, anticipating each turn with flawless teamwork. A single stumble, the briefest lapse, and the hunt ends in a flash. Heavy panting fills the air. As silence replaces chaos, the warthog's fate is sealed. The lions gather over their fallen quarry, inspecting the kill before beginning their long-awaited feast. Cubs rush in with squeals of excitement, reaping the rewards of their mother's tireless skill. Unlike tigers or leopards, hunters who rely on stealth alone, lions thrive on unity. Their survival depends on cooperation, strategy, and timing. Before striking, they wait with patience, identifying the weakest victim and positioning themselves with precision. Some lions chase, steering their quarry into a chosen path, while others lie in wait, ready to intercept. This perfect synchronization makes them among the most effective predators of the savanna. Though capable of sprinting at speeds nearing 37 miles per hour, their endurance is short-lived. Stealth, patience, and execution mean the difference between a kill and going hungry. Yet even the strongest hunters face setbacks. Powerful prey like buffalo or warhogs, can fight back fiercely, sometimes leaving lions wounded. And in this unforgiving land, even a small injury can cripple a predator, turning survival into uncertainty. As the pride feeds, their eyes remain alert. In the distance, hyenas gather, waiting with eerie silence. They will not risk a confrontation, while the pride stands united, but their patience is unmatched. Sooner or later, scraps will be theirs. Beyond scavengers, roaming male lions also pose danger. Should they attempt to claim this land, a bloody clash for dominance is inevitable. In the Mara, nothing is permanent, not even power. Every hunt, every battle is just another turn in the endless cycle of survival. For when one chase ends, another begins. Cutting through these vast plains runs the Mara River, quiet on the surface, yet concealing untold dangers. More than a source of life, it is a battlefield where the odds of survival are tested at every crossing. For the wildebeest, it is not simply water to be crossed. It is a gauntlet of life and death. A brutal trial along their perilous migration. From the horizon, endless herds emerge like rolling waves sweeping across the golden savanna. Their journey begins in the dry, barren plains where food and water are scarce. To endure, they must press forward in search of richer grazing grounds. Yet between them and the land of promise lies their greatest trial, the Mara River, where survival will be tested to its very edge. At the water's edge, the wildebeest halt in uncertainty. Adults scan the turbid waters, fully aware of the silent killers that lurk below. None wish to step first, but hesitation cannot last. Tension mounts within the herd, sharp calls breaking the silence as if urging one another onward. Then, with sudden resolve, a single brave soul leaps into the current. In an instant, hesitation erupts into chaos. Thousands follow, pouring into the river in a thundering surge. Hooves hammer against the riverbed, water sprays violently, and the still morning explodes into frenzy. But beneath the churning surface, predators wait. Crocodiles, patient for weeks, lie hidden in the depths. Their cold, glassy eyes fix upon the herd. Without warning, the surface erupts. A massive jaw snaps shut with bone-crushing force, dragging a wildebeest below. The water swallows its victim in silence, leaving only widening ripples. Panic sweeps the herd, yet retreat is impossible. The current is too strong, the pressure from behind relentless. Calves stumble, their fragile legs straining against the torrent. The weakest fall behind easy prey, for the monsters below pulled, under and erased without a trace. Still, the mass pushes forward, driven by instinct alone, desperate to reach the safety of land. Finally, the leading animals stumble onto solid ground, soaked and trembling. Relief seems near, but the ordeal is far from over. Beyond the muddy banks, new dangers lie hidden. In the tall grass, golden eyes gleam. Lions, silent and patient, have been watching, waiting for this very moment. The herd's exhaustion is their opportunity. With explosive speed, a lioness bursts forth, a blur of power and precision. A wildebeest, barely free from the river's grip, is seized before it can even react. Drained from the crossing, it stands no chance. In a heartbeat, the predator's might claims another life. Yet the herd does not falter. Survival demands movement, and the endless march continues. They have witnessed this countless times before. They understand the cost, yet instinct leaves no choice. They must continue forward. The wildebeest are more than single creatures. They are threads in a vast tapestry of life. Their great migration is not just about survival. It is the engine that shapes the Maasai Mara itself. As the herds push across the plains, their hooves carve pathways, clearing the ground for fresh grass to sprout, providing nourishment for many other animals. Their sheer presence sustains the predators that depend on them, maintaining the fragile equilibrium of the wild. The Great Migration is not simply a passage. It is the heartbeat of the savanna, a rhythm older than memory itself. Still, not all will endure. The sacrifice of the weak ensures the strength of the herd, guaranteeing that the fittest carry the lineage forward. Calves born along the way are thrust into this relentless reality, learning from their first steps how to move with the herd, how to escape death, and, above all, how to endure in a land that never offers mercy. Music. The Mara River glides quietly through the endless grasslands, its shining surface mirroring the golden rays of the sun. From a distance, dark shapes appear along its edges, resembling scattered stones. But then, the rocks stir, revealing themselves as hippos, immense and powerful, rising from their cool refuge. With massive bodies and skin built for endurance, hippos are perfectly adapted to aquatic life. They spend long hours submerged, exposing only eyes and nostrils, keeping watch while avoiding the blazing African heat. Yet behind their placid appearance lies aggression. They are among the fiercest defenders of territory in the animal kingdom, willing to charge any intruder that dares to cross their domain out in calmer stretches of the river. Groups of hippos surface together, forming loose clusters. Larger adults linger in deeper channels, while others rise and sink with steady rhythm, sending ripples across the water. The scene may look peaceful, but beneath the surface, tension grows. A new arrival approaches, disturbing the order. Low rumbling echoes through the river, a clear warning. This space is already claimed. Suddenly, a dominant male,